Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to Pisces new moon. Okay, so we're going to take a look at February, March, and a bit of April because we're going to take a look at the Pisces new moon and we'll set sail and see which direction things go. My name is Varush. This is the Pick a Card channel, which is different than the main channel. So you want to subscribe down below or over here depending what device you're on, and actually check out my description because I've updated it, so there's new stuff in there. We have 3 different options. There's a lot of cards today: number 1, number 2, and number 3. See which one resonates. If you choose one and it doesn't fly, then choose another one. What else can I say? You can also come back and check another time for another number, or you can actually do 3 different things. This is how it's going to be at this place, this is going to be how it's going to be with this person, and so forth. So you can kind of mix and match. I've also gotten comments that people are like, you know, choosing different pieces of information through the readings. That's totally okay. And I also go back in my videos and check the old pick-a cards from like 2017 and so forth. Those are in the playlist down below. I suggest you check it out. Okay, so that's all I have to say for now. And so why don't we get going with our reading? Here is your first cards. Shoot, there's a lot of cards today. I'm gonna save, actually no, let's start with the way that I planned. So your first card is, come on, focus. Don't fail me, Mercury retrograde. Okay. So, new moon energy. So, think bigger, think bigger, think bigger. I love this card. This is the manifestation card. So, with this new moon, you're taking on big energy and you're supposed to go big or go home. Okay? That's an old school term from snowboarding, so, or skating. So, go big or go home, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's see. We're going to have a bunch of rows of 5. So we'll just do this. First, John Holland, who you guys know I adore. Solitude. Okay, so this is the Hermit card. This is saying that you're working on something in your own private space. The more you turn down the outside world, the more successful you are going to be. Then we have the Star, which is the Hope card in this deck. This is ruled by Virgo. This is ruled by Aquarius. So very fortunate events will come into your life in the next month. And so, yeah, look out for them. Opportunities around every single corner. Unexpected blessings. Unexpected is the important thing to remember. Whoa, you're getting all trumps here. So intuition's number 3, which is the High Priestess. So you're working through your intuition a lot. I have a feeling that you need to turn down the outside world to find success, because in order to hear everything that's going on, you have to be really quiet and listen. Then we have, another one, Sacrifice. Sacrifice is ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is in a key position right now in conjunction with this new moon. You guys can check that all out in the Pisces season videos down below. I'll link all of my individual readings for this time period and Mercury retrograde in the description. But yeah, breakthrough moment, some delays. You understand what the delays are and what the significance of them is. And let's see. And then we have the third eye chakra. Awareness and consciousness. So I have a feeling that you're going to find something really amazing that you are attached to or you are somehow exposed to. So this will be like a new way of doing things, opportunity. There's going to be some kind of awakening that you come to realize about living a better quality of life. And this is going to happen in your private space. So you're hanging out at home, you're going for a walk, you're somehow disconnecting from the world around you. And in that disconnection, you gain the introspection and you understand on a deeper level some truth. So you realize that you can't eat gluten. Big realization. It can change your life if you have a gluten allergy. You can realize that you need to go back to school. Whatever it is that comes into your life, remember our card, think bigger, think bigger, think bigger. And all of these are higher arcana cards, and this is a chakra card. So we're talking about some big energy coming your way through the next little while. And so there may be some delays in order to achieve that. Usually our awareness happens before we get to do it. Pisces is, a sign of introspection, intuition, just foreknowledge, intense awareness. So some of the messages and awareness that you're getting now may be for time that's so far ahead of this present moment. So be aware of that. Okay, next line. So in light of Pisces season, I have Tarot of the Animal Lords. I love this deck, and you guys will too. It's like, it's so cute. It's such a Pisces deck. So our first card is the Knight of Wands. So you're setting off on some kind of journey in a new direction. And I think that you're kind of doing it on your own. It's like a new phase of your life that you're going towards. That doesn't mean you're going to be lonely, that you're going to be sad. This just means that it's on your own, like it's your thing, it's your gig. So get ready for it. Ace of Swords. There will be communication that comes to you in the next couple months. Important communication that's going to be bringing light into situations. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys didn't go into the comments and tell me that there was some kind of letter or message that was being sent to you that kind of informed you on something. Also, you may read something that will be very informative. So there's some kind of very powerful communication that's coming to you as well, that's kind of opening your mind up or opening up your awareness to the possibilities. The next message is the Nine of Wands. So, aren't they cute, right? So hanging out behind closed doors. Again, the idea is that you're sort of pulling back from everyday hustle and bustle. You can't get distracted that way. So if you minimize the energy around you, like imagine listening to ASMR, for example, in a party or in a club. Impossible to do, very awkward. So you have to turn down that volume of the outside world to hear the messages that are coming to you. And I have a feeling some of you may feel uncomfortable with that. Some of you may feel like you don't want to go in that direction. Some of you may feel like, you don't want to be alone. But trust me, if you realize how powerful of a moment you have here for creating something, this is the best thing that you can do. Nobody can butt in and mix things up for you. And then you have the Sun. Breakthrough moment, happiness and joy. So there's going to be a wonderful event that happens to you alongside this new moon. This event is going to lead and distract you from all of this. So you're going to have fun, you're going to go out. See, it's not going to be totally alone, but it will delay you going in the direction you come to realize with the new moon that you need to take. And then we have the Chariot card, the sign of Cancer. I'll tell you all the card dignities in just a moment. Overcoming things, going in a new direction. These cards are so strange and great. And remember, think bigger, think bigger. The Cancer card, the Chariot card, is all about leveling up, elevation of your energy. So you're coming to terms with something. I think at first maybe you're thinking of going one way because you know things are not working out in the way that you had hoped. But I think that after a pause and some information coming in, you're going to elevate and have some fun. And I think that the direction you go will be completely different than what you thought at the beginning, okay? So let's take a look at our next row. And let's see, we have the King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in Fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. Somebody gave you advice about a particular direction. Somebody gave you some insight. Oh, you should do this or you should do that. And so you were following the advice of somebody. This person could be older than you. This could be your father or some other strong male figure who was in some way informing you about which way to go. Just remember, even though his advice is sound, it's very objective, so that's how it's coming through. Very objective. It doesn't mean that it's right for you. In fact, your solution is better than what he suggests. So in some way, the advice is limiting because that's the information he has to work with. But the potential of this situation is the Sun with the Chariot together is just a fantastic combination. And you need to give it some time over the next month for things to grow into that. The next message is the Nine of Swords. Oh, you will not like this information coming in at first. This is Mercury and, Mars and Gemini. Look at this. This is a pretty gory card. But, yeah, so at first, I felt the apprehension at first about receiving this information, concern about what it's going to entail, what it's going to lead to, what it's going to mean. But I think you're going to be okay with it. And then we have the Nine of Cups. in some way it's a fulfillment of wishes. Something that you really want is coming to you, but it's also something that you're really afraid of. So it's like maybe you've always wanted to get married, but the thing that's coming to you is a potential for marriage or partnership, and you're freaking afraid because it's actually going to force you to change some things about your life to find common ground. Look, we got this bonus card. Let me get another card for you guys from that deck. I set it aside. Where did I put the deck now? Oh, there it is. Like true Pisces season, Mercury retrograde is upon us. Here's your bonus card. Well, not bonus card. Maybe you guys will get a bonus card just for the inconvenience. Let's see your message next. We have the Princess of Wands. That's the same card we already saw. A Sag, a Leo, or an Aries. There could be a real spark of a connection between you and this person as well. So you might be spending some time with this person, taking some minor trips, going on some kind of excursion, that kind of thing. And then okay, I didn't give enough. So here is the next message. We have the Hanged Man again. And so delays for a relationship because something comes into your life that is bigger. So you meet somebody, with someone, you have a casual connection, a friendship, something fun and kind of carefree and lighthearted. But there's something that's beginning for you that's quite big. It's a big life change. It's a bunch of opportunities, and it's sort of an evolution of things that you were exposed to before. This person seems to be sticking around, though. It doesn't seem like they're going to leave the picture. Maybe for a short time there will be a larger focus on other life opportunities, and then you'll get a chance to kind of develop this relationship more once you've consolidated these chances. The last line is an interesting line I wanted to add in, and it has a lot to do with like general messages about the self. The first card represents the self at the beginning of this transit, and the second card represents the self at the end of the transit. So let's just see what they say. Your first card is the receiver. So you're about to receive some information, receive some insight. I think it's from the King of Swords. This is good advice from someone. Somebody's giving you some decent advice that you should follow. The next message is Maximus. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? That's the realization. Maybe there's a call to action here for you to in some way become a leader, for you in some way to step up your game. And this is what the Nine of Swords is about, because you start immediately to wonder, how can you actually provide this? How can you explain this? How can you experience this? It feels very overwhelming and daunting. The next message is Ubuntu, compassion for others. And so something that you truly want for someone else is going to manifest in the next maybe month and a half, 2 months. And I think you're gaining awareness. It's going to make you really happy. It's like a family member that you really want to experience something. It's an experience you want someone to have. It's really fulfilling. And also it allows you to in some way make a connection with someone. So please don't get distracted by the gender of these cards. This could be a man or a woman depending on your preferences. The next message is Epiphany, reveal your gifts. This person is a key person for you to unveil your sacred truths, your gifts, your talents, and your abilities. And then the last card is the outcome. So remember, we had the receiver as the first card here, and then the outcome is the second card, right? That depicts of who you will become at the end of this transit. And we have the flirt. Oh, romantic times are upon you. I think you're going to have a little bit of a romance while something else is brewing. Probably it will overlap with Virgo full moon and then maybe Aries new moon. So this is going to be around Aries new moon, I think, as things heat up for you and things get a little bit steamy. But there's also the beginning that happens with Pisces season here that has to do with love. That will transform over the next month and a half, 2 months, and grow into some wonderful possibility. And you see it kind of coming, but here it's saying there's going to be delays. I think that those delays are happening because you're falling in love or having a little romance. And if you're not having romance, then you're having a nice time with a good friend. And flirting can be platonic as well, just, joking around and being easy. I have a feeling that your conscience is going to be settled about something, and I think it's going to be settled about something to do with someone else, someone you're very concerned with, someone you care about a lot. And I think that that's going to be fulfilled. Like, I think that you're going to step into a role of some degree of help and assistance towards someone else, but I also feel like your worries and anxieties for somebody else's well-being are going to be fulfilled. And I think that it's those worries and anxieties that are holding you back from accepting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I have a feeling that once you feel fulfilled, that somebody is going to be okay, once your intuition is satisfied, then I think that you can cut back a little bit, ease up, maybe focus less on, getting work done and those intense things, and enjoy a little bit of carefree and fun time with someone. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this option. I really like this spread. Let me know how you like it down below. If this didn't resonate, go check out another one. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful new moon, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Okay. So, as you guys know, I like to do it in one giant swoop. So let's do it all right here. Okay. First pile done, number 2 to go. I have those cards that were missing to the side here. So I'm about to pull some cards where I didn't pull enough. Okay. I got distracted or something. Here we go. So number 2, hi, welcome to my channel. Let's take a look at what happens with this new moon for you. So first energy is a central energy for this new moon. I love these cards. These are manifestation cards. Let's hope that they... okay, so it says shine some light on it. So you're about to reveal a truth. Now I did a Pisces season, the truth revealed. So you guys probably had some deep truths coming through. Let's take a look at your cards. Hopefully the autofocus will chill out here. Mercury season, right? Mercury retrograde. Solar plexus chakra. Okay, this is my favorite chakra. This is the chakra over your diaphragm. It coordinates with the sun and Mars energy. It's the go-getter energy, and it's deeply connected with the sun. So shine some light on it. In some way, you are the force of bright light and hope for others, and so you take that role on, but it's also hope for yourself as you push forward towards things you want to achieve. This is a wonderful time for you to go get it. Mars is in Capricorn, which is going to be a very, very intense transit. Lots of confidence there. Then we have partnerships and alliances, the three of wands. So very long-term effort that you have put forward towards people in order to build common ground with them is really coming together now. So friendships are manifesting, but also your alliances and the things that you have put a lot of effort to build, trust and devotion, things like that. You have really strong alliances now with friends and other people, and that allows you to move faster towards your goals. The next message, beautiful cards. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity begins, a new beginning, a new financial beginning. You know, when you have people on your side, when you have the right community and that trust is established, you can really push forward towards achieving something and succeeding somewhere. This is your time to go get it. Okay, next message is the Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Okay, so this is I think this is Mars in Leo, or Jupiter in Leo. It's one of the two. I think it's Jupiter in Leo, actually. Mars in Leo is six of Wands. Anyway, so we have stand your ground, stick up for yourself. This is your time to really be bold and show other people what you're made of. I have a feeling that people have a very high regard for you at this time. So you're kind of like the leader. You're bringing light to situations, enlightenment, light, positivity. You're just meant to be that sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra energy. I don't know if I said sacral before. Sorry. I did mean the solar plexus, the one one over your diaphragm. And so I described it correctly as well. So this is a really go for it kind of energy. Something's sort of starting. We have a 1 and a 3. And then your character has actually risen to such a level that you can be a leader in this capacity. So you're mature enough, you're strong enough, you have dealt with your issues enough. The next message is the Wisdom card, the Hierophant. Wow, you're taking an authority position in the next little while after this new moon. This new moon has a lot to do with us consolidating our feelings and rising to the challenge of things. Mercury is retrograde during this new moon. That is too going to make us think back to the past and see where we've come. The Wisdom card has a lot to do with life lessons. So good teachers are people who have had a lot of life lessons and now they have elevated perspective and now they can offer some truth. So that's really coming through for you in a big way. There's new opportunities for you to teach, new opportunities for you to lead, new opportunities for you to stand your ground, and you have community around you. Here is the next message. I love these cards. This is the Animal Lords Tarot, and I got this out for you guys for Pisces season because to me this is such a Piscean deck. I just think it's so fun. So we have the Justice card first, the card of Libra. I think your karma has been very cleared with this new moon, so anything that was really nagging you about the past, complicated situations, shadow energy, that's being swept to the side. The next message is the Ten of Pentacles. I told you, loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Where's that song by Rihanna? And who was she singing with? It was a great rapper. Oh my gosh, how can I forget? Slip of the tongue. But yeah, loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Tell me, Kendrick Lamar. Okay, there we go. So that song needs to be playing for you right now. I think you have a great environment around you. I think that you have great people that support you. If it's not your family, then it should be your friends. You should seek out that support and be confident that you have people that care about you a lot. The next message is the World card. Okay, so an opportunity in the world beckons, you know, an opportunity in career, in school, Ace of Pentacles, and the World. Opportunities are there for you, and it's for you to kind of embrace them and feel confident that they're good for you. Expansion of possibilities. It's almost like you're on the breach of a level up in life. It feels like you have accomplished certain things. Those things are now completed and closed, and you're beginning something on a new level in the world. Like you're definitely leveling up in who you are in the world through this new moon. The next message is the Empress. This is ruled by Venus, and Venus is in Aries right now, right? So very, very powerful energy of Venus and Aries. Just again, standing your ground. This is a fire card, right? Bold and powerful and confident. You're kind of rising to the challenge of who you are. You're also setting the precedent. There's a lot of cards here about leadership where you're supposed to be the leader in terms of maybe morality or logic and reason, experiences, and here is the feminine energy, so you're sharing that with other people. Also, for some of you, you might be standing up to your mother. Maybe there's no problem with your mother except for the fact that she told you to be one way and now you're proving another. It's kind of like the story of the prodigal son who goes out to kind of prove himself to his family and comes back as a fully formed adult with their own successes and their own experiences to share with their family. So it's not a conflict energy with your mother necessarily, but it is an energy in which you're kind of proving yourself. And for all the women out there, this is an energy of you proving yourself as a woman in whatever kind of creative capacity you feel is appropriate. The next card is the Two of Wands. So we have Mr. Leo here sitting amid, it looks like a crossroads, but he looks like he's herding some antelopes or kind of watching them in the foreground. So it's a person of perspective. You've become a person of perspective. You've really gained some life lessons. You're reflecting on the past. Maybe some of you will travel to see your mother. And I think that there's going to be a real reconciliation there of any kind of outstanding issues that happen in families. I'm not predicting something terrible has happened, but I think you're going to be very much the light to bring light to situations. If you can't see your mom, or if your mom is no longer with us for whatever reason, my condolences to you. But I have a feeling that you still will be in some way consolidating that energy and connecting with a woman who may be a surrogate female figure for you, supportive energy. For those of you who date women, you may be actually working out a situation with a woman and then gaining perspective about that relationship. So for some of you, this is like the end of a conflict. This is the Justice card, end of a conflict. So maybe there has been distance between you and your partner if she's a woman, and now you're going to see her and connect with her, you know, and maybe that's over vast distances like travel, or maybe that's just emotionally. Okay, next card is the Seven of Cups. So this is Venus in Scorpio. I think you'll still see some of the circumstances that you had to figure out before coming up for you again. So karma's going to be cleared, but you're still going to be in some way affected by it or thinking about it in some way. And so that's okay, but it's important for you to let go of, you know, past grievances, past worries. This energy doesn't like to be in any way held back. So, you know, doubt, confusion, worry, those are emotions of the past, and with this moon, you're supposed to clear them. The next message is the High Priestess. And so insight and intuition, this is the Cosmic Tarot, Alpha and Omega. Okay, so there's someone, your mother energy is coming through really strong. So if your mother has passed, I just do want to add that I think that you will connect with her on a spiritual level. And so you may be guided by her in spirit, in presence, or maybe through your consciousness, through your dreams as well. There just feels that there's an older female figure around. It could be a grandmother as well that's very protective and guiding you in these key decisions that you're making now. You're making very, very important decisions over the next month with this new moon. And this retroactive energy connects you to divine feminine. And so the divine feminine is saying, this is the direction you need to go. This card is very strong yang, so masculine energy, but the energy of the rest of the reading is yin. So you have a lot of vitality, but you're actually moving forward towards some kind of concrete enlightenment and awareness. And through that, you're bringing light into circumstances and rising above things that held you back in the past, okay? And also this, I'm getting from this that you're really a leader among others. You're bringing light to their lives as well through your conduct, leadership, and so forth. Prince of Swords is next. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Secondary transits in Earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. There's someone who's from far away who might be giving you some kind of a gift, some kind of opportunity. Somebody wants to say something from far away. There could be someone who's missing you. Mercury's retrograde, so many of us are going to reconnect with people of the past. This person has a nice disposition towards you, and I think that in tandem with you clarifying some things in your life, as your mind becomes clear, this person kind of shows up again. So, you know, they're not necessarily the same situation, but as this sort of clarifies your mixed emotions, confused emotions, illusions about things, as you clarify this right at the beginning of this new moon, you're going to hear from someone, and that person comes with a lot of clarity, openness, just a good energy and kindness. The next message is the Three of Wands, energy coming in for you. I love the Three of Wands. This is the Three of Wands too, partnership and possibilities. You know, the opportunities are there for you now. But in this is the sense, again, it's very similar energy here and here on both sides of the central card. So feminine, family energy, insight and intuition. Of course, the moon, the high priestess, and the empress are three parts of the same feminine yin energy, divine feminine. And so you have to stand your ground, stand up and be strong, and also consolidating your energy with other women. So consolidating, I mean working things out, working things to a better position. So I picked one card too few for this, so I have your bonus card here, not bonus, but just the extra card. So let's do it now. So what I actually did was I shuffled this card, this extra card in it. Okay, so let's take a look at your next message. Oh, look at this. Isn't that funny? Okay, Varouche, let's pick another one. I don't know what it's saying. What do you guys think all those cards mean? All those info cards there. AGM Mueller, really beautiful publishing house. This one's out of Germany, but I think some of them are from Belgium. So, and they make some really beautiful, unique cards like the Cosmic Tarot. Okay, so here is your last card for the Cosmic Tarot. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. I don't think you're going to let people in too soon. That's what this is saying. I think you've learned from past lessons, and I think that somebody's reaching out, but I think that in some way you are still minding your boundaries and you're careful. You're careful about how much you give up. And I think you also recognize the value of this current time and everything that you have around you. So you're not that quick to just, give things away and somebody shows up. You're not necessarily opening the door. You're friendly and welcoming, but they have to show you what they're about. Okay? The last line has a lot to do with personal transformation. The first card has to do with the kind of energy you have starting out. The last energy has to do with the energy that you're closing in at the end of this period. And the time period is really the new moon on the 23rd until about a month and a half or so. Just give or take. It's not very specific, but a month and a half, 2 months, this energy will unravel and then close again. Okay, so first energy, the optimist, yay. Okay, so your optimistic spirit really won out. I think that for some, you have been exposed to some maybe difficult karmic energy, and so it's your optimism that saw you through. I call it the tunnel. So when people get readings with me, it's like they're either going into a tunnel and I have to explain it to them, and very often they've been in a tunnel for a while, which is a set of difficult astrological transits, and I explain to them how they're getting out. So I see a pattern that oftentimes people intuitively get readings because they feel they're into some heavy energy, or they get readings because they've been in heavy energy for a while and now they're coming out. They're like, is it over? And the reading is essentially, yep, it's over. So I have a feeling that, optimism has gotten you through difficult times in your life. And I think that, some of it had to do with like imagination and kind of adding things to reality. And that's an okay thing too. And now the reality has kind of clarified itself. Your karma's cleared. And so therefore you can feel how much heartache you saved yourself through your optimism. It brings hope to your life. So here is your message. What can you let go of? The sacrifice. And I think that's a lesson from your family. The lesson that you can still let go of people and situations that are not serving you, and some people are going to stick around. That's what you're going to be reminded of over the next month or so. And then we have paradiscal, which is you belong to paradise. This person has such warm feelings for you. This person in the middle, they're from far away. They maybe are an air sign. I think they have money, but I think that they have a desire for you. And so, yeah, I think that they have very, very admirable feelings for you. But it's good for you to draw a boundary. Even just because someone has passion for you or is inspired by you, that doesn't mean that you should give up everything for them. It's a nice feeling and it's a nice energy. Go for it. But also at the same time, I think you already know that you need to kind of be discerning about it. The next message is resilience. Burn away the past. Boom. Burn away the past. Mother lessons right here and here. So let go of the past. What can you let go of? And it's like shining light, because sometimes the past throws shade on our reality. And so pushing forward, allowing things to come in, allowing new things to come in, being proud. And so it's time to let go of certain things that are antiquated. You don't need things of the past. You can stand on your own. And this is what you're becoming through this new moon. We have the achiever, optimism to achiever. Okay, there you go. So it's like this person comes in and brings all this attention, but it's all about where you're going. You've learned your lessons, now you're integrating them, and now you're setting a path for a specific direction. Thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you guys all the best. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. If you don't like number 2, do number 1 or number 3 and see how you like them. And I also have videos in the description for Pisces season, Mercury retrograde, and also the new moon. So that's a lot of Pisces energy. Pisces season is such a wonderful time to do readings, so it's a good place to start. Okay, so number 3, let's take a look at your energy. This is a whole pile. I'm going to have to add a card because I miscounted one, but that's okay. It's Mercury retrograde. So your core energy is self-care. So with Mercury retrograde, the sun in a water sign, Pisces, Neptune conjunct the new moon, all of these energies, self-care is important. And I think that this is a way for you to prepare yourself for a very vibrant life moving forward. Let's take a look at your first energy, heartache and loss. So yeah, you lost something in the recent past. Something hurt. It was sort of tiresome and sort of destructive. And so maybe you've been holding on to some heartache and some difficult things that it's time to let go of now. The next message is the 2 of Pentacles, movement, choices, and decisions. So careful transformation, one step at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day. I had something come up in late December, and it took me about a month and a half to get my feet kind of on the ground again. And it takes a while when you get jostled, right? So keep going with the good energy. There's some opportunities coming for you. I have a feeling that you'll be making a decision between several different opportunities, and so you need your rest. You need to take care of yourself so you can make decisions with a clear mind. The next message is transformation. Change and transformation is here, Scorpio energy. Okay, so change, transformation all around you. This is in this next month or so, you're going to consolidate whatever heartache and loss you're feeling and just really find closure for it. So whatever closure you're seeking, it's not going to take very long before this transformation comes. The timeline for this reading is February 23rd until about a month or a month ahead, a month and a half ahead, maybe 2 months. So it's not very specific, but really what's happening is, yes, you're coming into this new moon energy with some kind of heartache and loss. But I think you pick up the pieces and you start working towards some constructive outcomes. And then very quickly you find closure for the heartache and loss, and you open up the doors of opportunity. That's why self-care is so important, so you can do that with a rested mind. The next message is 9 of Swords, suffering and silence. I think it's your time to confront why you're feeling a certain way towards certain things. It's your time to kind of just really face the fact that something hurts or something's difficult for you at this time. You're brave at this time. You want something really bad. You want something really bad, and so you're ready to confront whatever problems are happening. And I think sometimes letting go of some things that we really want to let go of also brings some kind of enlightenment or some kind of difficulty. So just because you're letting go of something because you really want to free yourself, that doesn't mean that there's not a degree of regret or disappointment about that. The next message is mental conflict, the 2 of Swords, Moon in Libra. So allowing your mind to rest and making peace with the fact of the things that you have to let go of so that you can begin the things that you want. Remember, self-care. So go very slow over the next month and a half and take care of yourself. There's a massive transformation. I kind of love this card because look, on the horizon, there is a sunrise. So it's not like it's beyond you that this sunrise doesn't happen, the new beginning happens. You just have to accept that you have to let go of some things to achieve other things that you want. Here is the next message. We have and this is all a process of self-care. So you are the most important person for yourself in the next month. So we have Strength next, which is the card of Leo. Okay. These are the cards. This is the animal lord of tarot, and I love it for Pisces season. It's so funny. And so we have the Strength card. Strength, your strength of character finally allowed you to recognize something around you that was not good for you, and it was a blessing that you were strong enough to recognize it. Otherwise it would have persisted. The next message is the Devil card. This is the card of Capricorn. Very, very good opportunities in terms of work. very, very good opportunities that had begun between December and January of last year, so 2019 to 2020. So good opportunities. You want something a lot. This is making you resilient to the outside world, because whatever you want is so important to you that the other things that are maybe needing to go or otherwise are not affecting it. It's very protected, like Capricorn energy, very much protecting the thing that you want and allowing you to have enough strength to do it. Also, just remember, over the next month, Mars is in Capricorn. I'll do a special reading for this. Mars is in Capricorn, Jupiter's in Capricorn, Pluto and Saturn are in Capricorn, Pallas Athene and the South Node are in Capricorn. It's a gong show in Capricorn, and I will do a dedicated reading for that, so just sit still. But it's like that methodical working at something to face it so that you can release whatever's not working and you can rise above. Here is the next message, 8 of Swords. Wow, number 3, lots going on for you. So troubleshooting. The 8 of Swords sometimes is described as a little bit of a negative card, but I actually don't think so. I think the 8 of Swords offers that there is a solution to things. There is an outcome for you to have. There is a point for you to elevate beyond the things that are restricting you. There is a solution to the things that you are faced with. And I think you're strong enough to actually face them in the next month. Here is the next message. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Here we go. Hard work leads to good outcomes. So here comes Jupiter in Capricorn. So Wheel of Fortune, a change for the better. I have a feeling that some of you are going to be feeling that sadness for the people that you won out against. So it's like, you know, sometimes people get upset or cry or get sad about when they win for the other people. So you see Olympic athletes crying for the people who got second place and third place because they know how hard those people worked for those positions. So it's kind of like a humbling energy as well. But you're rising above, and I have a feeling that you're putting in a lot of genuine work and a lot of self-care to get yourself in a better situation. So you're definitely, this option is definitely confronting maybe some hard truths, but also necessary ones that will enable to you be stronger. The next message is Knave of Cups, a new little relationship, a new friendship, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. She's such a sweet squirrel, right? Knave of Chalices. So somebody's coming in with a gentle energy, a friendly energy, a sweet energy. And so this is a nice energy for you to connect with a new friend, some new beginnings. This is like an Ace of Cups, but personified in a person. And I think somebody's bringing very sweet energy to you. I think this person is like a nurse energy, just kindness and gentleness, bringing all those things into your life. Okay, so Cosmic Tarot next. We have the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. There he is. So I have a feeling that you learned a lesson from a person like this, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And through that lesson, I don't know if he taught you that directly, if he explained it to you, if she explained it to you, or if you learned it by observation. But whatever it is, you're reflecting on a relationship with this person that's motivating you to confront whatever was hurting you and pull that thorn out. So it's something about this person that in osmosis, like through just lateral learning, you picked up on and gave you strength. Or maybe by reflection about this person, it's giving you motivation to do something about your heartache. Here is the next message. We have the Nine of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo. And so, yeah, very, very strong financially over the next month, a month and a half. I have a feeling that that's kind of like your tank, you know, in terms of your effort, in terms of your productivity. Many of you will be earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or have those transits strongly in your chart, just pushing along towards your desires. I have a feeling about this card. So you can see there are several different windows. I think many of you are actually working towards the red one with the 2 rings. So I have a feeling for you, all of this work is actually for the purpose of solidifying a relationship. But maybe many of you are single right now, because the Nine of Pentacles often points to the fact that somebody's single. But that doesn't mean that you're not in any way dissuaded. I think you're celebrating who you are and your accomplishments. That's a good thing. The next message is Four of Swords. You put something to rest, something that's been nagging and kept showing up in your life, a continual problem. I think you're going to find a solution. So this is the closure of something. You're really closing the door on something here. And then we have the Five of Cups. And so again, there's that sense of disappointment about having to be tough, but it's a necessary toughness that you are taking. So there will be moments in the next month and a half in which you're thinking about like difficult decisions, difficult facts in life, and confronting them. Here is your card that I forgot, and we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so hesitancy to move forward with things. I think it comes out of humility. I think it comes from the fact that like you're still lingering and you're still very loyal to the past, but I have a feeling that you know that you need to move forward. Some of you, it's almost like cabin fever. You've been in one state of energy for too long, and now kind of branching out and going in a new direction. There's a lot of fear and worry about what it's going to be like. Again, this Knave of Chalices, who could come up as several different people in your life, will show up to guide you and be like, come on, be brave, move forward. It's going to be all right. Okay, so the last line is actually the coolest one. And so the first card represents what you start off like at the beginning of this new moon, then 3 transformation cards, and then 1 other outcome energy. Okay, so let's see. So you start off with as the procrastinator. Yeah, you've been holed up in some energy for quite a long time. So you've been holding on to something. And we all hold on to things sometimes for different reasons. This is Pisces season. Neptune is conjunct the Sun. Mercury retrograde at the beginning of the retrograde period, conjunct Neptune, and then going back again. So a lot of this has to do with procrastination. Neptune rules the Hanged Man. And so there's bigger problems that are being resolved than things that are right in front of you. There's more theme-like things in your life that are being resolved right now. And so, yeah, you recognize that you've been holding on to something a bit long. And I think that it's what it really feels like is you're reflecting on the King of Cups and like things that happened to him and his energy, and that's informing you on what you must do. So it's like you're viscerally learning through somebody else, or you're learning through somebody's experience. Your observation of this person. Then we have serendipity, merge with the flow. Yeah, so double down on work over the next month and a half. Lots of productivity, kind of put on the blinders and a bit of tunnel vision and double down towards your goals. This is a strong indication. This line is really telling me a lot about what you're doing over the next month and a half, which is hunkering down, tinkering, and working really hard towards a specific outcome. The next message is protection, set personal boundaries. So yes, there's some things that you need to close, and that's setting personal boundaries. And beyond that, it's like as you are working through things, there is a pause button. So you can be closing out situations, moving on, changing things from the past. But when you need a break, you have a right to take one. That's what this is saying. And then we have the Avenir, which is make peace with your past. Okay, make peace with the past. And again, this is thinking about the people you're leaving behind, thinking about situations that you've championed. This is really telling me that you're a very humble person who's compassionate. So you're not thinking only about yourself. You're not only thinking about your success. And that's a part of self-care. People who don't think that way, that's narcissism, right? So the fact that you're thinking about the people that you're leaving behind, wishing maybe that they could come with you, but sort of understanding that you need to move forward right now, and that, opening yourself up to those previous experiences is not good for you. That's a healthy way of thinking, and I think that you're doing a lot of that. So make peace with your past. It's time to recognize and remember that sunrise. The new day is coming up. So you're reflecting on the past as your new beginning is starting. And then this is who you're going to become. The being. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Miss or Mr. Spiritual. So we have Buddha. and the beginning, transformation. So you're merging into who you are. You know, when a plane takes off, there's like a bunch of turbulence oftentimes as it's picking up speed. This is the kind of energy that I feel here. So you're picking up the speed, going faster and faster and faster as you're merging into who you've already sort of become. Who you've become has already happened. Now you're putting it into practice, and you have enough space and availability over the next month to reconcile all of that. And that's the self-care, is to allow yourself to become who you already are in theory, and to bring it into reality here on earth through your interactions, emotions, clarifying your emotions, and a new friend. So look out for people like this. They will show up all over the place. So not only in one place, but as you're going through, you will meet a lot of people that will bring you great luck as you're moving forward. You have to take the journey, but you have a spirit guide. And that spirit guide is manifesting through many people, many interactions, maybe one specific person, but it's really about this spirit guide manifesting as you are becoming the being. So you've been procrastinating on becoming who you're supposed to be, and here it's coming right now. So Pisces season, Pisces new moon, I hope you enjoy this pick a card reading. I had really fun doing this one. Let me know if you want to see it again in the comments, and check out the Mercury retrograde video for your sign, the Pisces video for your sign, and all of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. This is the Pick a Card channel. Hey! Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye!